That's a weird image because you don't know what's going on. In today's episode of The Edge, we're going to be taking a look at what I think is an arbitrage website. That means they're getting traffic from paid ads and getting paid from paid ads. And this website is called The Healthy Gym. Hey guys, Jason here with adskills.com, and let's jump right in. So now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at The Healthy Gym. Now this website is not a household name, but that's why I like it. I think there's some really unique ideas that we can extract from The Healthy Gym. So let's take a look here. I was scanning along here and they're coming up in this nice premium ad unit at the top of MSN. And hey, MSN is nothing to sneeze at. I know we're all thinking about Meta, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of those sites, but let's not forget about good old MSN. These guys drive a lot of traffic. And The Healthy Gym was coming up right away here. So I definitely took interest in what they're doing. So the ad says 12 foods you can eat a lot of without getting fat. So, looks kind of like a listicle, a content post. So this is a little different, a lot to analyze here. So let's dive in. I mean, this really just looks like a content listicle style blog post. So foods you can eat a lot of without gaining weight. Popcorn. That's kind of weird. A video right there. Okay, now there's the popcorn. I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe this is an ad. Not really sure. Don't know what's going on there. But okay, there's the popcorn image. Normally you would see that right here. So I'm wondering what's going on, if this is some type of ad unit they're getting paid for. But as you scroll down, you're going to notice there are ads everywhere. Clean eating plan. Okay, so this is why I'm looking at this as an arbitrage website. They brought me in, they paid for the click here. Now, as we scroll along here, we're going to see that we are just surrounded by ads. Yeah, this is probably some type of video ad unit. Actually, earlier I did see an ad unit playing here. That's pretty interesting. That's something to look into, guys, because a lot of times these video ads can start auto-playing. If they autoplay, someone's getting paid for the view. While this may not be the ad right here, I did see an ad playing there earlier. So this ad's not showing, but this is another ad unit. They name the next food. Here's when I talk about being surrounded by ads, I mean, look at this. Let me close that out. So there are ads that keep showing up there. There's a sticky ad there. There's an ad. I mean, if this were a minefield, I would be in trouble. I'd be stepping on one of those mines. Soup. Boom. Another advertisement. For some reason, that's not showing up, but you get the picture. Advertisement, apples and bananas. Oh, okay. So this is an ad from Gundry MD. Huge advertiser in the health space, right? I can't quite figure out who this ad unit is from here. Usually you can do this by clicking on ad choices. Not one to open up for me. Yeah, your Google ads can typically do this and see that it's showing from Google. This one is probably some other type of ad network. Got to remember, guys, when it comes to display ads, there are a lot more ways to place ads than just Google. You could go look at decide.com. It used to be Locker Dome. That's another ad network that publishers can place on their site and monetize. But you get the idea here. They are just surrounding you with ads here. I don't see anywhere on this website where they're actually promoting a product themselves. It's all trying to arbitrage by trying to get you to click, right? So the traffic that they're running, they're paying for this click, which the idea here is that they're going to have to make more money by people clicking here than they paid for the click over here. That's why it's arbitrage. So let's jump on over into SimilarWeb and see what kind of traffic they're getting. All right, so they are getting 1.4 million visits per month and an average duration on site of over 3 minutes. So, this is doing pretty good for a website that I said is not a household name. And why I really take interest in this is a different flow than we're used to, on direct response ads, where we're trying to send an ad to an offer, we're trying to optimize that offer and get people to buy right away. This is sending ads to content and just having different ways that you could monetize. Now, this site's trying to monetize by just trying to get you to click on other ads, but I think this is a pretty flexible format, right? Because you could keep testing different ways. You could have affiliate offers. You could find direct advertisers on your own. You could build an email list. You can add all kinds of things for people to take action on there. So I really like this hybrid approach, and it's just something that's caught my interest as of late. Most of the traffic is coming from the United States and Canada, almost all of it. So all English-speaking countries here taking up, pretty much nearly 100% of the traffic. When we look at gender distribution, we see that females are coming in higher here, and we see the dominant category as over 65. Now, for these health offers, that is a demographic that tends to do very well, right? Because as you get older, you have to start paying more attention to your health because naturally you just start having more health problems. So we can see that clear as day here. When we look at the traffic breakdown, we see 25% here is direct, 38% is referrals. But what I'm really interested in is that they're doing 25% of their traffic here as display, which is really high because for a website that's doing content like this, there's not very much at all coming from organic search. Of course, it would be great to have all that free SEO traffic in the long term. That's something to strive for, but I like the idea that you can start creating content and just get paid ads to it right away if you can make the economics work out. And for social network traffic, we see that the majority of it is coming from Facebook, with some coming from Pinterest and some from Instagram and just a little bit from Twitter. I looked them up here. I didn't get served any ads based on their brand name, but they have a nice, healthy, organic unit here. Looks like a quiz is part of their strategy. Different content pieces here, so they're taking up some space. Their Facebook page comes up. They're coming up on Scam Advisor. Now, this is something that caught my eye here because remember, I found them on MSN and I saw this result from MSN, which is not something I usually see when looking websites up like this, or maybe it's just something I haven't paid attention to. But when I look at this MSN community channel, like, what is that? Okay. Wow. Guys, I've been in marketing for longer than I would care to admit, on up in the double-digit years involved in marketing, and this is the first time I've noticed this. A Microsoft Start page. 872 followers here. That's kind of neat. So there you go, guys. Another property on the web that you can set up that I wasn't aware of. Microsoft is something a lot of people don't pay attention to, but they get massive amounts of traffic. I've seen things on their website like even live shopping where people are at stores doing live streams and you can buy the items that they're sharing. So sometimes there's just really different things happening there that we don't know about. So I definitely think it's worth going and looking around at MSN whenever you get the chance. Okay, let's take a look in SEMRush. So they don't have a whole heck of a lot of organic search traffic, not showing anything for paid here, but somehow they've got over 400,000 backlinks. I don't know how that's possible. Let's see what they're ranking for. Yeah, I can tell that SEO is not really a big part of their strategy. And when I was looking at this website, I saw that it was started in 2020, so it really hasn't been around that long. So I'm not surprised that they're not doing a ton on SEO yet, but they're starting to pop up on a few things like worst toothpaste here, not a lot of volume. People are actually looking up their quiz. There's a small amount of volume there. So they're starting to rank for some things, but not a whole lot just yet. Let's jump on over to AdBeat. There's a little more action to see there. They've ran a nice amount of traffic on Taboola. Of course, we discovered them on Microsoft Advertising. They've ran on Rev Content, Yahoo, so they're really hitting these native networks. Let's take a look at a few of their ads. Home hacks that everyone wishes they knew sooner. I mean, this is classic native advertising where you just see something really weird going on there. Like, what are they putting on the toilet paper there? I mean, to me, this is classic native advertising where an image is just so weird that you want to click and take a look. So here's the home hacks content piece. Use essential oils in the bathroom. Yeah, that's a weird image because you don't know what's going on, right? It's like, what are you doing? Another... Oh, man. Huh. Oh, that's kind of cool. This is pretty good. Use pool noodles there. Again, we see the ads coming up. So this is a pretty interesting content piece. So it looks like this publisher is really good at coming up with very curious content pieces that actually have value. And those can do well on native networks to draw on the curiosity and the click. But again, this looks like an arbitrage strategy because they're not selling you anything. They're not loading these up with a listicle where each one is a different product like we've seen where, maybe they're getting a commission every time you click out. This is just pure content with ads loaded in the middle. Okay, I've got to take a look at the Flintstone image here. I actually used to watch this as a kid. Your memory is photographic if you can name 16 of 30 of these shows correctly. Classic native advertising. Again, this is just so curious here that it can make people want to click. Let's just take a look here. I've got to see this too. I have to see it. This is not a listicle. This is a quiz. I'm just going to have to go through this because I have to see what's at the end. Okay, now I see why they're getting such high time on site ratings that we saw over here. Almost 4 minutes because I'm spending quite a bit of time here on this quiz.
A few minutes later.
Whew. So I finished the quiz. I got 43 out of 60 right, which is pretty good because a lot of these shows are from the 60s and a lot of them I had not heard of. So the only call to action here is to share your results or just take the next quiz. So people could be spending a lot of time on this site just taking quizzes. I'm not really sure what the strategy is here. They've got ads here that you could click on, so it's getting ads in front of the user, but I found myself just kind of actually taking the quiz like this and just focusing on it. Maybe this is somehow lucrative in a sneaky way or helping the site. I almost wish there was something else going on, like an ad going on here. All right, let's take a quick look at their social media. They've got a Twitter page, not a lot going on there, about 300 followers. Their Facebook page has the most followers with almost 10K, which makes sense because they are running Facebook ads, so they're probably picking up followers that way. And they also have a Pinterest page here, which we saw some of their traffic was coming from Pinterest. Could be a good play for a health site. Let's jump on over and take a look at their Facebook ads. So when I look at Facebook here, I see they are doing a lot with quizzes. And this is a brand new ad. They're launching new ads around quizzes. We will guess your education level in 20 questions. We can guess which state you're from in 20 questions. All right, so highly curiosity-driven quizzes. Put that brain to work and see if you can answer these common sense questions. All of these are just different types of engaging. I'll admit, taking that movie quiz, after I answered 3 questions, I just wanted to make it to the end of the quiz. So I think it was mostly just entertaining, but it definitely hooked me in. So I'm going to click here. I'm not going to do this whole quiz. I just want to see. Just want to see what they're doing. I don't care if I get it. I keep getting them right. Anyways, all I see is an ad right here. So there must be something working here. I could say that by running these type of ads, I would bet that they're getting clicks super cheap. Has to be super cheap because these are the kind of things that really invoke fun and curiosity, appeal to a lot of people that just want to sit there and take a quiz. So they must be getting these for really, really cheap. You jump on over there, the quiz is fun, you want to take it. So if the economics of this were to work, they'd have to be getting these cheap, which I think they must be cheaper than we're used to getting for direct response ads where we're choosing an objective to get sales and getting charged really high CPMs. I would say that these entertainment quiz type ads, these have to be getting cheap clicks. If the economics were to work out, they have to be making more money with people clicking this ad than they're paying to attract the traffic here. The percentage of people that click the amount they're getting paid per click just has to work out. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed geeking out with me. I feel like I learn something every time I do these too, so I definitely enjoy it. This is Jason signing off, and I will see you in the next episode of The Edge.